I am Amina Bibi, Assistant Professor of Home Science, VV Vanya Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. From this video, we are going to discuss about secondary properties of textile fiber. The secondary properties, this is also very important when constructing the garment. Secondary properties also affects the performance, aesthetic sense and usability of the fabric. So we have to consider when selection of fiber, the secondary properties must be done. So let's discuss each properties. Piling resistance. The piling resistance is very important one. Piling which means the formation of tangible small balls on the surface of the fabric. So that affects the appearance, aesthetic sense and wearability of the garment when wearing. So piling resistance should be done when constructing the garment, that will be maintaining a smoothness and neatness to the appearance. So example, polyester and nylon both having higher piling resistance compared with the natural fibers like wool and then cotton. The secondary properties, second one is static electricity. The static electricity, which means there are two fabrics when rubbing each other, the electronical charges are moving one place to another place. That will be making imbalance between the charges. So it affects the fabric when wearing. It will be create discomfort when touching the fabric or wearing the fabric. So the static build-up fabric should be resist when wearing garments. So synthetic fibers like polyester and nylon are more prone to static build-up. So natural fibers like cotton and wool it's not having a property of a static build-up. So it will be comfortable when wearing these natural fiber garments. Third one is flammability. The flammability also we have to consider. It's very important when constructing children's garment and furnishing industrial application textile fiber. So these three thing is very important when constructing of garments. The flammability should be considered. So cotton and linen are more flammable compared with the natural one, wool. So next one is thermal insulation. The thermal insulation is one of the very essential property when the thermal property, which means it will be retaining the heat and then provide warmness when wearing the dress. It must be depends on a duration. The summer winter season must be required the thermal insulated clothings, which will providing comfortness when wearing and making suitable in the winter season. And dimensional stability, this is also one of the aspects when wearing of garment. It must be drapable and it should not stretch out of the shape. At the same time, it should not shrink. Those property once come through the dimensionality of the property. So this is also very important when washing or drying some fabric, the low quality fabric like staple fiber and all. It will be making discomfort when wearing the garments which is made from low quality fabric. So polyester and nylon which have higher dimensional stability, while cotton may shrink. It does not pre-treated earlier. So moisture management. This is also very important one. When wearing the fiber, fabric or dresses, it must be provide breathability. So it's based on the moisture content which is present in the garment. So the fiber must be wick away from the moisture from the skin. It's manage the perspiration. So good moisture management will enhancing the comfortness. At the same time, it will provide a good look. And active wear and then sports wear of garments are mostly constructed under moisture proof. So synthetic fibers like polyester, nylon are designed for moisture wicking performance, while cotton which tend to absorb the moisture. And polyester and then synthetic fibers are easily get dried. In cotton it will not dry, it will easily absorb the moisture content. Dimensional stability. This is also very important aspects when wearing the dress. It should not stretch out of the shape. At the same time, it should not be shrink. Moisture management, color fastness. The color fastness is one of the ability to retain the color when exposed to sunlight. And then not only in the sunlight, when washing with heavy chemicals, the color fastness should not occur. So when constructing the garment, before itself color fastener should be done to prevent the outlook and then appearance of the garment. So polyester and acrylic generally which have a better color retention than the natural fiber like cotton and wool. And luster, this is essential property because it's based on luster. The people like to select the garments. Natural fiber like silk which has lustrous effect. At the same time, the polyester also having that natural fiber which will be contributing visual appeal to the fabric. But polyester which will be that also providing lustrous effect in various degree. So handling is very important property. When touching of the fabric itself, we could know whether the fiber is comfortable for wear or not. This category, the cotton and silk, when wearing it feels comfortable, while the linen which will be providing discomfort because which has a crispness during wearing. And environmental impact. Environmental impact also should be considered. It starts from manufacturing, constructing of the garment to till marketing. So environmental sustainability materials and then things should be used when treating of garments till furnishing of the garments. So this will be important in the consumer and then manufacturer aspect. They should be concerned with the sustainability and eco-friendly as well as it should be biodegradable one. So cotton and wool are generally biodegradable, that we know, and the synthetic fiber like polyester that is derived from petrochemicals. So avoid of using this type of chemicals when in the medicinal field. So secondary properties, the last one are resistance to chemicals. When the garments must be resistant to chemicals, when the garments are exposed to detergent or acids, alkalis or heavy salts, it will be leached out. So the important aspect is when constructing the garment, the chemical resistance must be done when exposed to harsh environment also. The polyester and nylon have high resistance to chemicals, while natural fibers like cotton and wool may be susceptible to chemical damage because these are the natural fibers which have a chance to leach out when you applying of heavy chemicals. And UV resistance, this is also one of the main thing when using in medical field, X-ray room and then UV rays which will be affecting the human health. So that when constructing the garment, UV treatment should be done before making a dress. Polyester and acrylic have good UV resistance, while naturals like cotton and may be degrade with UV exposure. Thank you.